Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. I'm here with It's Kim, and we are updating you on the latest on Justin Timberlake. And a lot has come in since our first report. More details from TMZ about his release. He has now been released, but also witnesses who allegedly saw him at the bar saying he was wasted, drinking other people's drinks at the Hampton Hotel. And in the most frustrating update to the story, they're reporting that he was allegedly heard under his breath at one point saying, "This is going to ruin the tour," which is so frustrating. We just had a full show talking about my anger at this whole thing because, look, alcoholism is real. A lot of people drink differently. A lot of people can handle their booze differently. But you lose all sympathy from me when you get behind the wheel of a car and you're drunk. There's no excuse for it. I don't care how well you handle your booze. I don't care if you just had one. Don't do it. And if this teaches any of you anything, don't do it next time. Be better, because in that one instance that you mess up or something goes wrong, you could kill somebody. Don't risk it. And I got no sympathy for this man if he was literally this drunk. This isn't it's one martini, as he's saying, as these reports are coming in. This is bad. This is a really bad look. So as we go through the latest updates here, the police report tied to Justin Timberlake's arrest, cops spell out exactly what they say they saw while Justin was on the road. Per the doc, Sag Harbor police saw they first spotted Justin after he blew past a stop sign a little more than a half a mile away from the American Hotel, where he left to get together with friends. The cops say that's when they started following Justin, at which point they claim he failed to stay in a straight line on the road, tailing him for about half a mile before they finally hit the lights. Justin was eventually pulled over at an intersection, which is a residential area, mind you. At that point, cops say they suspected he was under the influence. Now, we're going to get to that in a second, but I wanted to show you, we do have footage here, minutes before the arrest. Hold on, I got to refresh this as it comes in. This was minutes before the arrest as he was driving down the road, revealing he didn't seem to be swerving here, interestingly enough. There now it's not playing. TMZ has loaded. He sort of, I'm going to try again in a minute, but you see the car going through some images here, following another car slowly. Oh, here it comes. Here's the first car, not with him allegedly. And then here's Justin, which does seem to be more in the middle of the road. As we look at it, it's hard to tell if he's really swerving, but he stops early. Then he does go over on this side. He does. He goes sort of in the median there, it seems like. So doesn't look good is the moral of the story. Mm-hmm. As we see this footage of the first car followed by Justin as it comes in, it does seem to, it's hard to tell from the footage, but it does cross the boundary line here into this written section. So in another look, it does look like he is seen pushing over. So this description from the cops seems to be accurate. Signs of the cops, they were suspected he was under the influence. The signs the cops cite for this termination were bloodshot, glossy eyes, a strong odor of alcoholic beverages emanating from his breath, unable to divide attention, slowed speech, unsteady afoot, and cops go on to say he performed poorly on all field sobriety tests. This is not a good look. If this is true and if there's body cam footage for it, this is going to make him look incredibly bad. One last thing, cops claim Justin said, "I had one martini and I followed my friends home." There's no mention of Justin's friends intervening in the police report, but we're told friends of his attempted to intervene during the stop, asking them to cut him a break. There are new photos of him leaving the police station earlier in Sag Harbor. For the looks of it, he's pretty relaxed considering everything that he went through, but this is his lawyer. And yes, he does come out sort of nonchalantly. He was walking by a police cruiser, rocking his casual ball cap and shades. His attorney appeared to leave the courthouse with him. Justin was arraigned and released without bail this morning at 7:15 a.m. Pacific. He has been charged with one count of DWI and cited for running a stop sign and failure to keep in his lane, which we saw in that video. The next court date is July 26th. He's repped by criminal defense lawyer Ed Burke Jr. As for the traffic stop, law enforcement tell TMZ they observed him glossy-eyed. He smelled like alcohol, and he failed the field sobriety test when asked to do the one-legged stand and a walk and turn. Sources connected to TMZ tell him he was at the American Hotel partying, and almost immediately after he left, began driving. We're told he blew a stop sign. He was swerving. Cops pulled him over. Cops did the test. He refused the breathalyzer apparently 3 times, is what the reports are saying. Several of Justin's friends came on the scene. They tried to convince the cops to cut him a break, but they refused. He was handcuffed, arrested, and it's all on body cam, according to TMZ. So there it was. He met friends at Sag Harbor around 12:30. He got into his car to drive back. That's more that we're getting more details coming in here from the New York Post, who reports a witness allegedly was wasted, saying Justin was wasted before his bust and even picked up someone else's drink from a table. Here's the quote from a witness that told the Post. He was wasted. At one point, just before closing, somebody got up to go to the bathroom, left his drink on the table, the source said of the scene at the posh American hotel in the wee hours. When the man came back, Justin was drinking his drink. The guy goes, "Justin, that's my drink," the source said. Timberlake was later stopped by cops after leaving the establishment and charged with driving while intoxicated and cited for running a stop sign in his 2025 gray BMW. He told arresting officers he had one martini and followed friends home, but refused 3 times to take the breathalyzer test. The married dad was wearing Nike Air Force One sneakers as he attempted to pass sobriety tests, which he failed miserably, the papers said. The cop who pulled him over was too young to recognize the former boy band star and even know his name, sources told the Post, so they didn't know who he was. Timberlake said under his breath at one point, "This is going to ruin the tour," sources said. Here's where the hotel where the drinking was. The singer is in the middle of a world tour with dates in Madison Square Garden next week. His actress wife was in Manhattan. She's filming a movie. The couple has 2 young boys. So there we go. Those are the latest updates. Look, this isn't a good look, Kim. That's the moral of the story here. He's clearly not driving well as he's swerving into this lane as he's driving by. The reports seem not good. And if this body cam footage does indeed show him like this, how do you think it is going to affect his career and his tour?
Well, I think realistically, we have to take a look at what the charges are. A lot of countries do not take kindly to felony charges or charges of this nature. My country being one of them. So I think it will be interesting to see how this does affect his tour. I also think that some people are going to have feelings about this. There's a lot of people who have been personally affected by drunk driving in horrible ways in their lives, and they may feel differently about him now. And I don't know how most of his fans are going to feel about this. I think this is a really um, dark mark on his history, on his legacy, and I hope that it is the wake-up call that he needs to get help and hopefully make the situation into a positive by being an example of getting help and doing the right thing. Um, Andy, you may want to check boss level quickly.
Yeah, well, I have it right here. They just released his mugshot.
Yeah.
So we just got it in. This is the official mugshot coming in from, I guess TMZ got it first. So yeah, it's official.
Look quite glassy-eyed.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
It is stoic. Clearly the look of a man who knows shit. I think he's clearly at this point well enough to know shit. What do you do when you're a celebrity and you're getting your mugshot? Because nowadays, doesn't even matter, Kim. Trump's selling record-breaking numbers of shirts with his mugshot on it. It's almost like a badge of honor with celebrities these days. Do you think any of this will matter, Chad? I'm curious. Will this actually cause a ripple into his tour sales and his albums, which wasn't doing that well actually anyway? I'm curious what people react to. I think, and I'll say it again, it depends how this body cam footage looks. I think all of this is not a good look. It'll be a bad news, but thankfully, since no one was hurt, people will probably forget about it, which is sad, given the fact that, look, this could have been awful, and we shouldn't be able to be like, it's fine, no one got hurt. We got to stop doing this. And I hope he really owns that and takes advantage of this situation to learn and be better. And so I don't know how it's going to affect him, to be honest. It all depends how that body cam footage is, because Kim, as we were talking earlier in the live, I can't imagine he's not having meetings right now with his PR reps, lawyers, whoever, and they're asking him, what is on the tape? What are you going to see on the tape? What should we be worried about? So bad news all the way around. We're getting some more court docs in. John Witherspoon just sent over. I'm going to go download them. We got lots more to do in the live. So if you're watching, don't go anywhere. Just trimming this for the recap. So you got the latest. I may add more later. If we do, I'm going to cut to it now. If I didn't, that was it. But check out the full live.